Hi everyone, I'm Bubbles from Susan's family. Today I'll teach you how to make a Muling clutch, Little Moo style. For this electronic tutorial, you can search for susud.com on the website and check it out. This bag consists of the main part and accessories. The clothing includes pants, top, and a bow tie. The main part includes the arms, padding, shoes, legs, body, and head, making up 6 sections. The accessories include the metal frame, hair, rabbit ears, facial features, bag strap and decorations. Due to the position of the head, you need to crochet the clothes first, thread them on, and then continue crocheting. So we start by crocheting the clothes first, then make the main part and accessories. Most of this project uses a chart in the form of a table for instructions. Next, I'll teach you how to understand the table. In the table, R indicates the round number, H indicates the row number. The column for stitch instructions shows what to do when crocheting the current round, the stitch patterns used, as well as the increase and decrease situations. Stitch count column indicates the total number of all stitches for the current round. After crocheting is completely finished, let's start by learning how to crochet the pants. It's divided into the legs, the body of the pants, the lace trim, and leg decorations. Start by crocheting the pant legs. There are 2 identical ones. Both start with the foundation chain. Then work in rounds along the foundation chain. This bag is entirely crocheted with the X-stitch single crochet. In later steps, it will simply be referred to as single crochet. The new stitches used include X-stitch single crochet and V single crochet increase. Now, let's dive in. For your convenience to see more clearly, I will demonstrate here using thick cotton yarn. For specific yarn details, color schemes and crochet hook sizes, you can refer to the product detail page. Start with a foundation chain of 18 stitches. When crocheting the foundation chain, you can work it a bit looser. After completing, pick up the first chain, the front loop on top, which is this stitch here. Work a slip stitch join. Pull tight. That completes the starting chain. Now let's move on to the first round. Our 1 is 1/8V. Start with a chain 1 as the turning chain. Then pick the front loop of the first chain and work a single crochet increase. This is the same position where you just worked the slip stitch. Work 2 single crochets here. Pull the yarn tail as you crochet. One single crochet increase is now complete. Continue to the next adjacent stitch. Pick the front loop and work a single crochet increase. That is, pick this yarn strand. Another single crochet increase is now complete. Continue all the way down to finish this round. After completing the last single crochet increase, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet, which is this stitch right here. Tighten it up. That completes the first round. Now let's move on to the second round. Row 2 is XV times 18. The stitches in the parentheses indicate one group. The number after times indicates the number of times to repeat the pattern. Start with a chain 1 as beginning chain. Then work a single crochet. Followed by a single crochet increase. That completes one group within the parentheses. Now work another group. Begin with a single crochet. Then work a single crochet increase. Another group is completed. Continue following the chart. Crochet the remaining part. After completion, join with a slip stitch to the first stitch. Tighten it. That completes the second round. Following the chart, finish crocheting the remaining rounds for the leg. Do not cut the yarn after finishing. Then, using the same method, crochet another leg with the corresponding color yarn. Similarly, don't cut the yarn after completing. Move on to crocheting the pant body. Crochet in rounds upward along the leg. The new stitch technique used here is a single crochet decrease. Now, let's dive in. Start with the first round of the body, and connect the two legs together. Take the other leg. Pull the loop through. Adjust slightly. Then make a chain to start. Next, skip one stitch. Crochet a slip stitch. Then work 22 single crochets. For the last stitch, work an incomplete single crochet. Insert the hook. Draw the yarn through. This is an incomplete single crochet. Now pull the yarn through on the other leg. Adjust slightly. Skip 2 stitches. Crochet 22 single crochets. Again, for the last stitch, work an incomplete single crochet. Pull the yarn through on the other leg. Adjust slightly. Then join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. Tighten. The carried yarn here should be a bit loose. Leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. Also leave a bit of tail and cut the yarn. Then take these 2 yarn tails and weave them in on the inside of the pants. Next, crochet round 2. Start with a new yarn and work single crochets evenly. Continue all the way down to complete this round. Finish with a slip stitch. That completes round 2. For the following rounds, refer to the form. Crochet the last round as well. After completing it, leave a bit of tail, fasten off the yarn, and weave in the ends. That concludes the main part of the pants. Now let's move on to crocheting the border. Start with a foundation chain around the leg opening, and crochet in rounds. The new stitch technique used here is F double crochet. Now, let's dive in. First, take the corresponding color yarn. Then place the leg opening so that the starting point is facing up. At the approximate position of the first stitch, pick up 1-2 strands of the yarn. Join the yarn first. Then make 3 chains as the beginning chain. Next, work 2 double crochets in the same position. Weave in the yarn tail. Then pick up the other 2 strands from the adjacent stitch. Work 3 double crochets. For the rest of this round, continue picking up the legs of the stitches on the pant leg. Work 3 double crochets for each remaining 1-2 strands. Complete this round. After finishing the last double crochet, pick up the 2 strands of the third chain from the beginning chain. Make a slip stitch to join. Pull tight. Leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. Hide the yarn tail on the wrong side. That's it, one pant leg lace border is finished. Continue working downward using the same method. Complete the lace border for the other pant leg as well. Now, we've covered how to make the pant leg lace borders. Finally, let's create the decorations for the pant legs. The decorations for the 2 pant legs are different. The decoration on the left leg is braids. The decoration on the right leg is dots. The placement of these decorations can also be adjusted according to personal preference. Below, we will first explain the braid decoration. There are a total of 6 braids for the decoration. Crochet them first. After finishing, attach them onto the pant leg. Make sure they are evenly distributed when attaching. Now, let's dive in. Start by crocheting the chain braid. Leave about a 10 cm yarn tail before crocheting. Begin with crocheting the chain braid. Crochet while comparing it to the pant leg. Keep in mind, this is just a small sample here. For actual work, compare it with the physical item in your hand. Match it up to the first round of the pant body at the top. Match it down to the starting point of the pant leg. If it's too long, you can undo 2 stitches. Once the length fits properly, leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. Then glue it onto the pant leg. Take a look. The positions where the stitches are skipped on the pant leg all protrude outward. You can glue one at each protruding position separately. Pay attention to ensure the braid faces outward when gluing. Don't glue it backward. After gluing, hide both yarn tails by threading them to the wrong side. Hide the yarn tails inside the pant leg. Do the same with the other yarn tail. Thread it to the inside, and hide it well inside the pant leg. Next, follow the same method for the remaining chains and braids. Crochet them in rounds and attach them properly. That concludes the braid decorations. Now let's move on to crocheting dot decorations. There are 8 identical ones. All of them use the magic ring technique. Follow the magic ring, form a loop. After crocheting, glue it onto the other pant leg. Now, let's dive in. Start with a magic ring. Then crochet 5 single crochets into the magic ring loop. Begin with a chain. Once completed, tighten the ring. Leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. Hide all the yarn tails along the wrong side. Then attach the dot decoration to the pant leg. Follow the same method for the rest. Crochet and glue the remaining dot decorations. That concludes the dot decorations. Next, let's crochet the top. It consists of the body and sleeves. Start with crocheting the body. We will start from foundation chain. Work in rounds. Now, let's dive in. Everyone, refer to the chart and crochet the first 4 rounds. After completing the first 4 rounds, then move on to the 5th round. Start with a chain 1 as beginning chain. Crochet 6 single crochets first. Then make 4 chains. Skip 8 stitches after that. Crochet 13 single crochets starting from the adjacent stitch. After completing, chain 4 again. Skip another 8 stitches. Finish with the remaining single crochets. Once done, finish with a slip stitch. Pull tight. That's how you complete the 5th round. Flip the work so the right side is facing out. Now let's move on to the 6th round. Start with a chain 1 as beginning chain, then work single crochets. When you encounter chains, pick up 1-2 strands of the chain and crochet through them. Continue all the way down to complete the round. Once done, finish with a slip stitch. That's how you complete the 6th round. Next, follow the chart to crochet the remaining rounds of the body. That concludes the instructions for the body. Now let's move on to crocheting the sleeves. There are 2 identical sleeves. Both are attached by joining yarn at the corresponding positions on the body. Now, let's dive in. Take the same color yarn used for the body. For convenience in watching, I will demonstrate using a different color yarn. Place the starting point of the body facing up. Then count from right to left from here. To the 3rd chain. Join the other 2 strands of yarn. Make a chain to start. Crochet a single crochet in the same position, where you joined the yarn. In the adjacent chain, use the remaining 2 strands and crochet a single crochet. Pick up the next stitch here and crochet a single crochet. Crochet single crochets in each of the stitches respectively. Then pick up the stitches here. Crochet a single crochet into each of the 2 chains. After completing, finish with a slip stitch. This completes the 1st round of the sleeve. For the remaining rounds, follow the chart to complete the rest of the sleeve. Once done, leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn, then weave in the ends. That concludes one sleeve. For the other sleeve, use the same method on the opposite side of the body. Join the yarn at the 3rd chain from right to left. Then crochet as instructed. That completes the sleeves. Lastly, let's make the decorative strands for the sleeves. Sew 6 line segments evenly onto the sleeve. Now, let's dive in. First, cut about 1 meter of the same color thread used for decoration. Thread the needle. Then, secure the tail end of the thread inside the sleeve. Next, sew 6 line segments evenly. After finishing, tie a knot and hide the ends inside the sleeve. That completes the decorative stitching on the sleeve. Continue with the same method for the rest. Complete the decorative strands on the other sleeve as well. That concludes the explanation of the sleeve decorative strands. Up to this point, we have covered everything about the top. Next, let's crochet the lace trim for the collar. Crochet in rounds along the starting position of the cast-on edge of the body. Now, let's dive in. Here, I will demonstrate using a small sample. The number of stitches and rounds are not for reference. Take out the corresponding color yarn. Begin with the first round of the body. For the last single crochet increase. In the same insertion position, pick up the other 2 strands and join the yarn. If you can't find the exact spot, roughly pick up 2 strands and join the yarn. Then, make a chain as the starting chain. In the same position, work a single crochet after joining the yarn. Pick up the other 2 strands from the adjacent stitch. And work a single crochet. Then, chain 3. Continue with 2 single crochets. Chain 3. Then pick up the other 2 strands and work 2 single crochets. Chain 3 again. Let's take a look. For the collar lace trim, you will pick up the foundation chains from the body of the sweater. Work single crochets with the remaining 2 strands. Between every 2 single crochets, chain 3. Continue following the chart to complete this round. After finishing the last 2 single crochets, chain 3 again. Then join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. Tighten it up. Leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. Hide the yarn tails on the wrong side. That concludes the collar lace trim. Next, we'll work on the bow tie. Start with an adjustable magic ring. Work along the magic ring. Now, let's dive in. Start by leaving about 10 centimeters of yarn. Then, make a magic ring. Chain 3 as the beginning chain. Work 2 double crochets into the ring. Chain 3. Then work 2 slip stitches into the magic ring. Chain 3 again. Work 2 double crochets. Chain 3. Finally, work 1 slip stitch. Finally, leave about 10 centimeters of yarn tail, and cut the yarn. Pull the yarn tail out. Tighten the magic ring. Use the reserved yarn tail. Wrap it around the center of the bow tie about 2 times. Then tie a knot with these 2 yarn tails. Next, glue the bow tie to the front of the sweater. That is, the side without the slip stitches. Glue it just below the collar. When gluing, make sure the right side is facing up. After gluing, you can trim the 2 yarn tails, making them slightly different lengths, one a bit longer, and one a bit shorter. Then attach a pom-pom to each of these yarn tails. Glue 1 pom-pom onto the sweater. And stick the other one on as well. Follow the same method for the second pom-pom. This completes the bow tie. Up to this point, the clothing section is complete. Next, let's move on to crocheting the main part. First, we'll learn how to make the arms. There are 2 identical arms. Both start with an adjustable magic ring, then crocheting in rounds. Now, let's dive in. First, create a magic ring. After completing the starting ring, crochet the first round. Begin with 1 chain. Then crochet 7 single crochets into the magic ring. After that, close the magic ring. Tighten the yarn tail. If you're unsure, you can count back. Pull tight. That completes the first round. For the rest of the arm, crochet evenly without increasing or decreasing. Follow the chart to complete the remaining rounds. While crocheting, make sure to secure the yarn tail. Here, I'm using a small sample that I've already crocheted for a few rounds. Let me show you how to count the rounds. Take a look at the fabric piece. On the right side, each raised texture represents 1 round. Count these textures. 1 texture equals 1 round. 1, 2, 3. This is a small sample I crocheted with 3 rounds. Continue crocheting the arm all the way down. After finishing, leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. Then follow the same method. Crochet another arm. Now let's move on to the pad. We'll also start with an adjustable magic ring. Follow the magic ring, form a loop. Everyone, refer to the form and crochet it accordingly. After completing it, leave about 20 centimeters of tail for sewing together. Once done, set it aside for later use. That concludes the pad section. Next, we'll crochet the shoes. There are 2 identical ones. Work does the same. Both will start from foundation chain. Crocheted in rounds, follow the magic ring, form a loop. The new stitches used include T half double crochet and Ta half double crochet decrease. Now, let's dive in. Start with 8 chains. I've already prepared these 8 chains beforehand. Next, we'll work on the first round. R1, 8ch, Dow 2, V, 2x, 3t, 5t, 3t, 3x. Dow 2 means starting to crochet from the second to last chain. Start with a single crochet increase. Then work 2 single crochets in sequence. Next, work 3 half double crochets in order. Then, crochet the stitches inside the brackets. That is, pick up the remaining chain and work 5 half double crochets into it. After completing this step, rotate the piece. You can see that, on this side, there are 2 strands left at each chain position. Continue by picking up the 2 strands left from the adjacent chain below. Crochet a stitch pattern symmetrical to the one on this side. That is, start with 3 half double crochets. And finally, work 3 single crochets. After completing, join with a slip stitch and pull tight. This completes the first round. Cut off excess yarn tail. Next, move on to the second round. Start with 1 chain as your beginning chain. Then, work 2 single crochet increases. Follow up with 5 single crochets. Then work 5 consecutive single crochet increases. Follow with 5 single crochets. And add 1 more single crochet increase. After completing, finish with a slip stitch. This completes the second round. Now let's move on to the third round. Start with 1 chain as your beginning chain. Let's take a look. For this round, only pick the back loops. Crochet together with the strand of yarn from the back. First, insert the hook into the back loop. Then pick up the horizontal bar at the back. Work a single crochet. For the adjacent stitch, again pick the back loop first. Then pick up the horizontal bar at the back. Crochet them together. Continue in this way. Keep crocheting. Complete this entire round. Finish with a slip stitch. Pull tight. Since the next round requires a color change, leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn here. This completes the third round. Now let's move on to the fourth round. Take the corresponding color yarn. Join the yarn first. Then make a chain as the beginning chain. Continue crocheting evenly with single crochets. As you crochet, weave in the yarn tails. Finish with a slip stitch. This completes the fourth round. Now let's move on to the fifth round. Start with a chain as the beginning chain, then crochet 7 single crochets. Next, make 2 half double crochet decreases. Let's do the first one. Yarn over. Insert the hook. Draw the yarn through. There are now 3 loops on the hook. This is an incomplete half double crochet. Now let's make another one. Yarn over. Insert into the adjacent stitch. Pull the yarn through. Another incomplete half double crochet is done. Yarn over again. Pull through all loops on the hook at once. That completes one half double crochet decrease. Continue and work one more stitch. In the next 2 adjacent stitches, work 1 incomplete half double crochet each. Then yarn over, draw the yarn through all loops at once. That completes another half double crochet decrease. Next, crochet 6 half double crochets. After completing them, work 2 half double crochet decreases in sequence. Finally, work 5 single crochets. Finish with a slip stitch. That completes the 5th round. For the remaining rounds, follow the chart to crochet the rest of the shoe. All the stitch techniques used have been demonstrated before. After finishing, leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. Then crochet another identical shoe. Pay attention to the last few rounds of the shoe. Use the other color indicated in the chart for these rounds. That concludes the tutorial for the shoes. After completing the shoes, make the shoelaces. In about the middle of the shoe, embroider 3 crossing segments. Now, let's dive in. Cut a piece of yarn, about 30 centimeters in the corresponding color. Thread the needle. Tie a knot at the end. Then insert the hook into the 8th round to begin embroidering. Leave about 2 centimeters at the start. Then embroider the crossing segments. Finally, deal with the yarn tails. Bring it to a point next to the starting yarn tail. Then tie a knot about 2 centimeters away from the shoe. Cut off the remaining yarn tail afterward. Trim the starting position as well. Finally, tie these 2 yarn tails together with a knot. After tying the knot, to prevent it from coming undone, apply a small amount of glue to secure it in place. And that's how you make one shoe. Everyone can follow the same method. Make the other shoes lace as well. That concludes the shoes.